Greetings. Today we are going to solve one problem based on mesh analysis. How to use mesh analysis to find the current through a branch or element. So we will take up one problem. This mesh analysis is a little bit confusing for new learners, but it is very simple and you have to stick to only one convention. So I'll show you one. I'll show you the first example problem. So we'll take a problem. So this is the question. Here we have two voltage sources, that is E1 equal to 1 volt and E2 equal to 10 volt and three resistors. Here we are going to apply mesh analysis. Mesh analysis means we are going to make use of Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff voltage law. To solve this problem using mesh analysis, first you have to mark the loop currents. So I always take loop current in clockwise direction. This is my first mesh. So here I'll assume I1 is the current flowing through this first mesh. In the second mesh also similarly I'll assume current is flowing in the loop in clockwise direction, and I'll mark this current as I2. The question he has asked, what is the current through these 20 ohm resistor? Now I'm going to write the KVL equation for both the mesh. So I'll start from this point. Okay, I'm moving from this point, and from this point I am moving in clockwise direction. Now we'll write the equations. So here from we are having a rise in potential, that is we are traveling from the negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal. So it's a rise in potential. So it is positive. I'll take it as positive. So that's 1 volt. Now here again the current is flowing in the clockwise direction. That means here if this resistor, if you take, this is going to be higher potential than this potential. Then only the current will always, conventional current flows from positive potential to negative potential. So from positive higher potential to lower potential. So this has to be positive. So then when you reach here, this is the drop in potential. What is potential? V into I into R is the potential. So 10 multiplied by what is the current? This is the I1. The loop current is flowing. We are following the loop current in the mesh. So 10 I1. Next is the tricky part. When this 20 ohm resistor, it is a part of next mesh also, the second mesh also, as well as the part of first mesh. Now when we consider, when you reach here, what you do? You just put the plus sign and write the resistor value. That is resistor value is 20. Now we will see what we have to add. There's a I1 I2 relation we have to write what it is. Now here if we see in this 20 ohm resistor, our first, this is we are following the loop 1 current. In this first loop, this is a potential drop. See, this is flowing from clockwise direction. But if we see I2 direction is opposite to the I1 direction. And when we compare I2 with I1 has to be a potential rise. So potential rise usually we'll take it as positive. So we'll write it I2 minus I1. I2 minus I1 equal to 0. Here 20, see when the first loop, when you travel, it is a potential drop, that is 20 minus 20 I1 we will get. But I2 current is opposite to that. That means it is a potential rise. So it has to be positive. That is what 20 I2. When you simplify, we will simplify this equation. What it comes? 1 minus 10 I1 plus 20 I2 minus 20 I1 equals 0. And now I1 terms, which are the I1 terms? 30 minus 30 I1 we will get, plus 20 I2 plus 20 I2 equals minus 1 equals minus 1. We can divide this by the entire equation by 10 to simplify the calculation. So it will be minus 3 I1 plus 2 I2 equals negative 0.1. So this is our first equation. We got the first loop equation we got. Now we will see the second loop equation. Second loop equation. That is our I2 current flowing. That is our second loop. This is the first loop. This is the second loop. Here. So here I start from this point and traveling in clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. So current is now this is here. Current will flow from conventional current will flow from higher potential to lower potential. So this has to be plus, this has to be minus. So the I2 is a potential. Here we are having a potential drop. But if you see this, what like the first loop, this 20 ohm is linked with both the loops. So what I'll do, similar way I'll write. First I'll write the resistor value 20. I will write it. Now I have to see whether I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1. So in the I2 I am having a potential drop, but I1 current is opposite of that, so it has to be a potential rise. So rise minus potential rise minus drop I have to take. So I will write I1 is opposite to it, correct? Because I2 is giving a potential drop, but I1 is giving, when you compare with the I2 current, I1 is giving a potential rise. So first you have to write I1, that is positive quantity. I1 minus I2. Again, current will flow only if this is satisfied in the clockwise direction. That is what we are our assumed loop current direction. So it is minus again a potential drop 30 I2. This is also a potential drop from positive terminal of voltage source to negative terminal. So we will get minus 10 equal to 0. Minus 10 equal to 0. Now we'll open the bracket. 20 I1 minus 20 I2 minus 30 I2 minus 10 equals 0. Now I'll write the I1 terms. That is 20 I1 minus 50 I2 equals 10. Now we'll divide the entire equation by 10. So it is 2 I2 minus 2 I1. This is 2 I1, right? It is 2 I1 minus 5 I2 equals 1. So this is my second equation. Now once I get two equations, I can solve it. I can solve and find the I1 and I2. Now we will try to solve it. So minus 3 I1 is my first equation, plus 2 I2 equals negative 0.1. First equation. What is second equation? 2 I1 minus 5 I2 equals 1. The remaining is the simplification. But once you are able to write this equation correctly, your answer is going to be right. Now I will multiply with this equation with negative 3 and minus 3, and this equation with 2. So minus 6 I1 plus 4 I2 equals negative 0.2. Negative 0.2. The other equation, what will come? minus 6i1 plus 15i2 equals minus 3. Now what we will do? We will subtract. When you subtract, this get cancels. Next is 4 minus 15i2. 4i2 minus 15i2. That will be minus 11i2. Minus 11i2. So what will be here? Negative 0.2 minus of minus 3. So what will be plus? It will be plus 2.8 we will get. Plus 2.8. So we will get 2.8. From this we will calculate what is I2. I2 equals, it has to be negative of 2.8 upon 11. So let me calculate 2.8 upon 11. We will get negative of 0.254 amps we are getting. Now once we get I2, this we got, I2 we got, we can calculate I1 also. We can take any of these equations. We will take 2i1 minus 5i2 equal to 1. That's a 2i1 minus 5i2 equals 1. This equation we will take and put I2 equals I2 what we got, 0.254. Put it in this equation. So 2i1 minus 5, what is the I2 value? 0.254 equals 1. So I2i1 equals what it comes, 5 multiplied by 5, what you'll get, 1.272. 1 plus this, I'll take it right side, so it will be 1.272. Now I1 equals, is it right? Any mistake? Okay, let's see. 1 plus 1.272. Now I1 equal to plus 1, what should come? 2.272. There is some mistake I have done. Let's see what is the thing. So 2i1 minus 5i2. Okay, what is I2? Oh, I forgot to put the sign for I2. Okay, we'll just correct it. I forgot to put the sign for I2. That is minus. This current is a minus current, correct? Okay, so it will be 2i1 minus, this become plus, minus into minus. This minus as well as, let me write it properly, 5 multiplied by, say, minus current, that's what we got. So it will become plus 1.27 equal to 1. Now what is 2i1? 2i1 equals, when you subtract from 1, what you will get? Minus of 2.7 we will get. No, not 2.7, 0.27. 0.27 we will get. Now, what is I1? I1 equals 0.27 upon 2. This will be equal to, let me put it in my calculator, 0.27 upon 2. Upon 2. That will comes to 0.135 amps. We got 0.135 amps. Now what is the current? What we need? So we got two values, both are negative currents, I1 and I2. That means our assumed direction is reverse, not correct. It has to be reverse actually. Now what he's asking? He's asking the current through 20 ohm resistor. 20 ohm resistor. And we got what we got here. Here we got, let me see, little space is there, we'll write it there. Yeah, I think this space is sufficient. I'll write it here. So here we got 20 I2. What is the current flowing through this 20 ohm resistor? We can take I2 minus I1, or whatever way we can take it. Only the magnitude will be there, the direction will be different. So I20, that is the current flowing through 20 ohm, equal to I2 minus I1. I will take it. So what will be I2? What is the value of I2 we got? Negative 0.254 minus what is the value of I1 I got? I1 I got 0.135, negative 135. If I simplify, what I will get? Let me use a calculator. So this will have to plus 135 minus what I will get, 0.254. So I will get the answers negative of 0.119 amps. So this is the current. This is the current flowing through this resistor. But actually it is flowing in the direction of whatever the assumed direction is not correct. It is flowing in the reverse direction. That is why we got the negative sign. So guys, this question was, you should follow the conventions. That is, the rising potential is, I'm taking it as positive. First, before that you have to make the loop current, and you have to just follow the loop current. Current can flow only from higher potential to lower potential. That is what you have to keep in mind strictly. And when you take, whenever the circuit element is linked with both the mesh, take care of it, guys. So I will see you soon with a second example problem. I will be giving at least 5 to 6 example problems, so that you will get used to solving these problems easily. Thank you for watching.